Welcome to the session, folks. Today, we're diving into DAOs and how they're reshaping our understanding of the future of money. It's really fascinating
Yeah.
stuff.
Absolutely. So, DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, they're kind of like a blend of community governance and blockchain tech, right?
Exactly. It's like um, these organizations operate without a centralized leadership, instead relying on smart contracts and community votes, which paves the way for democratized decision making.
And not only that, the input we looked at also puts DAOs in the broader context of an evolving financial landscape, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and DeFi, correct?
Right? It's a sort of holistic journey. It's like, from the basics of Bitcoin all the way to the latest trends like GameFi and Web3. You can really see how interconnected it all is. They even
Yeah.
offer guides from beginner to advanced levels.
That's pretty exciting because, if you're just starting out, you've got educational content that eases you into the ecosystem. And if you're advanced, there's deeper exploration, correct?
Totally. It's a complete ecosystem. Think of it as a crypto university, where you get everything from the basics to the detailed nuances of blockchain tech, including DAOs, governance, and even niche subjects like crypto taxation and regulation that adds layers to your understanding, to your.
Speaking of layers, there's also a crypto glossary and a how-to section for practical guides. It's like they're trying to make sure no one feels lost in all the technicalities.
Yeah, it's like making sure that whether you're a novice navigating altcoins or a pro deep diving into blockchain governance, you have the tools to explore this diverse
Right.
landscape. The breakdowns of new tech concepts further help in demystifying something that can otherwise seem overwhelmingly theoretical.
Right on. It's interesting because DAOs are also about fractional governance. Rather than one person or a central body, decision-making is shared, and that introduces some fascinating challenges.
Absolutely. And think about it. These platforms are setting up new models to reimagine how organizations function, almost like turning traditional corporate governance on its head. It's like, hey, we can all be our own bosses.
That's a bold claim. However, don't you think that the decentralized nature might lead to decision slowdowns? Consensus can be tricky to get, right?
That's a great point. There's indeed a balancing act. On one hand, decentralization empowers everyone. On the other, reaching consensus may sometimes be a bit cumbersome. But, the trade off is a more inclusive system. It's a new frontier.
Right. It's a case of quality over speed in some instances. And the input also touches on other significant topics, like how platforms are diving into AI, GameFi, and Web3. How do you see those fitting in?
Oh, yeah, it's like a merging of multiple disruptive technologies. Look, on the one hand, you've got DAOs and blockchain shaping finance. And on the other, emerging trends like AI and GameFi are reshaping digital interactions and gaming. They intersect in exciting ways, like the tokenization of in-game assets and blockchain-based reward systems.
I see sort of like a new digital renaissance, where finance, tech, and even gaming are interlinked through decentralized structures.
Exactly. It's like every sector is being rethought for a more open democratic approach. The input really lays out the roadmap to understanding this evolution from the foundation of cryptocurrencies to these emerging paradigms. It's a lot to take in, but incredibly exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And it's amazing how these educational resources and guides aim to ease newcomers into the process. It reminds me a bit of learning to drive. First, you get a manual, and then you actually hit the road. But here, the road is blockchain.
Haha, yes, exactly. And just like drivers need to learn the rules of the road, the crypto guides help you understand everything from technical terms in the crypto glossary to
Right.
practical how-to instructions. It really empowers users to navigate the new digital highways.
Makes sense. Now, I'm curious, how do you think DAOs compare with traditional organizations when it comes to accountability?
Ah, interesting question. With DAOs, accountability is built in through transparent smart contracts and community oversight. It's like every transaction, decision, and vote is on record for everyone to inspect, kind of like an open ledger that ensures no one can easily manipulate the system.
That transparency is a double-edged sword, though, isn't it? I mean, while it's great for accountability, it might also expose vulnerabilities if not managed properly.
Yes, that's a valid critique. These systems are evolving, and while they promise transparency, the implementation can sometimes lag behind security expectations,
Yep.
so there's a constant push to patch potential loopholes and ensure robust governance.
So, the technology is definitely promising, but not a silver bullet without challenges. It's almost like we're seeing a work in progress with immense potential.
Absolutely, it's an emerging area. And remember, the input also laid out how DAOs intersect with broader topics like crypto regulation. As governments and institutions try to get a handle on these new structures, the balance between innovation and regulation becomes
Yeah.
super critical. It's a dynamic tug of war.
Exactly. And speaking of which, it's interesting how platforms like Cointelegraph provide not just the tech details, but also delve into governance, scams, and hacks, even crypto trading. It really gives a comprehensive view.
Definitely. It's like reading a manual for the entire crypto universe. You have AI, altcoins, CBDCs, and much more all in one place.
Right.
It really emphasizes that understanding crypto is multifaceted.
And that diversity in topics is essential because the crypto space isn't one-dimensional. It's constantly evolving with new trends popping up, like Web3 and Metaverse, which are transforming digital interactions in parallel with decentralized finance.
Exactly. And what's cool is that by integrating these aspects, from the basics of Bitcoin to the cutting edge developments in GameFi, it gives enthusiasts, investors, and curious minds a full spectrum to explore. It's a truly rich landscape.
Right, though. I wonder if sometimes the sheer volume of topics might overwhelm someone trying to get a grip on even one element.
That's a fair challenge. While the breadth is impressive, there's definitely a learning curve. But the structured guides, from beginner to advanced, help break down complex topics into manageable chunks,
Yeah.
so it becomes less daunting over time.
Exactly. Sort of like a buffet where you can start with a few items and gradually work your way to the full spread as you become more curious and informed.
Right on. And that gradual escalation is key to making the world of DAOs and crypto accessible. It's almost like an educational journey where each topic builds on the last, ensuring that by the time you're delving into decentralized governance or advanced blockchain tech, you've got the fundamentals covered.
It seems it's all about providing a broad but cohesive picture of the crypto ecosystem, tying together everything from digital personalities, scams, hacks, crypto funding, and the like.
Absolutely. A panoramic view of the unfolding digital finance narrative. And if you think about it, it's not only about technical prowess, it's about changing the very way we interpret and interact with money. It's kind of revolutionary when you put it
Right.
that way.
I like that. A revolution in how we perceive money and governance. It's almost philosophical in its implications, right?
Definitely. It raises questions about trust, transparency, and even what democracy means in a digitized world. And while DAOs promise empowerment, they also call for a more vigilant community. People need to stay alert about the risks.
And that's where those guides and how-to sections come in handy. To not just celebrate the innovation, but also, to arm users with the knowledge to avoid pitfalls like scams and hacks.
Exactly, it's a balanced approach. You're given the tools of empowerment alongside warnings and the practical instructions to navigate challenges. It's a full spectrum education,
Yeah.
a necessary investment for anyone diving into this space.
It's impressive how the input covers not just technology, but also the cultural and regulatory shifts happening in the crypto sphere, which in a way reinforces that it's not a fad, but a lasting transformation.
Right. The holistic view is what sets this resource apart. By covering crypto trading, funding, even privacy and security, it paints a picture of an ecosystem that's dynamic, multifaceted, and ever evolving. It's like the compass for navigating the future of finance.
And while not every part of the ecosystem might reach mainstream adoption immediately, the foundational ideas are clearly here to stay, right?
Exactly, it's an evolving experiment that's already reshaping norms, whether it's the concept of decentralized governance via DAOs or the broader implications for money and digital assets. This comprehensive guide helps stakeholders stay
Yep.
informed. It's all about building a more transparent future.
I guess it's safe to say that with all these diverse threads, education, technical guides, real world applications, the future of finance is not just digital, but decidedly decentralized.
Precisely, it's a multidimensional shift. And while there are challenges ahead, the resources available are paving the way for an informed, participatory, and, well, empowered digital community. Thanks for the great chat today. It's been an enlightening conversation.
Absolutely. It's been a deep dive into an exciting future. Till next time, keep exploring and stay curious.